Good morning, Vietnam. Anyway, good evening, everybody, and welcome to once again to the November meeting of the Utah Valley Amateur Radio Club. My name is Noji Ratzlaff, KN0JI, and I'm seeing a sea of friends out here. So welcome, everybody. So glad to see you. This, as you can see tonight, is a special meeting. Once a year we have this night as our do-it-yourself night, in which we come here to learn about different things, kind of do-it-yourself, learning how to solder. We got solder stations, 3 of them in fact, I think. We got a place where you can learn how to do heat shrink tubing if you're into that and want to burn up a couple of pieces of heat shrink and you haven't done that for a couple of years. Put a couple of wires together. We've got places where you can learn how to do connectors. There's tables to learn how to do emergency preparedness and emergency communication with UVARC and church and so forth. And oh my gosh, we got stuff set up back there to show you how to set up antennas, how to analyze antennas. We got analyzers. We got 3 of them. 3 places where we can actually learn how to analyze your own antenna. In case you brought your own, if you didn't, we've got one you can use for us with us. Let's see. Anyway, so I guess you get the drill. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and get this particular meeting started. So we're going to start off with some announcements and things, and then we'll shut up as soon as we can and get this thing rolling. So let's start off with Carl.
Wow, we got a crowd. I see there's some people standing up back there and things like that. There's some chairs back here. Grab a chair, find a place to sneak it in if you need. Don't stand up on our account here. We didn't know how many to expect and where to sneak them in and things like that. So anyway, couple things. Oh yeah, let's see, Spacebar, right? 76ers are hosting the Santa Net on Christmas, and we have the last 7 or 8 years on, what does Noji like to say? On Christmas, Adam and Christmas Eve. Huh? Down there? Oh. Didn't I already put it there? All right. Yeah, he did. He put it Christmas Adam and Christmas Eve. That's the 23rd and the 24th of December at 7 o'clock on the 146.76 repeater. It has no tone, so it's easy to get to. We will also turn on the Western Reflector, the 9090, so that if you're out of town, you want to get on Echolink, or we have members that are long distance, anybody can get on and listen, or even dive in on the Star K7BB Star on the Echolink to get into that. And so get your grandkids or your kids or your neighbors or whoever you want to get in, yourself, and get in there and talk to Santa. We'll usually on for about an hour for each night, 7 o'clock on the 146.76 repeater.
That's 6 o'clock.
And no, Noji did that to me last time. It is 7 o'clock. It is 7.
Okay, 7 it is.
Yeah, 7. Okay.
I screwed up.
Yeah, it's the
In
same.
California.
It's 6 o'clock somewhere. It's 7 o'clock here. Anyway, it's always a lot of fun. A little backstory to that. I don't want to hold up the place, but there was a little gal in Lehigh. She was expecting a little sister, and her mom miscarried, and the little sister didn't come right before Christmas. And she was a little disappointed, so we tried to bring up her spirits. The group got together and put together a big old gift basket. We've been doing the Santa Net on that. So we started there just for her, and it's been going on ever since. And so it's been kind of fun. Anyway. We'll beat that one to death until Christmas time on the net every Wednesday night. The next thing here is Winter Field Days. I know you wanted me to get everybody thinking on that. It's January. It's the last weekend in January 29th and 30th. We set up antennas. Sometimes we set them up the night before, but usually, if nothing else, the Saturday morning we start transmitting at noon. And from noon on Saturday till noon on Sunday, straight through, as long as we can keep making contacts, putting them in the log. We've had quite a bit of success with that the last several years. I think we've been number 1 in Utah, and we lost 3 or 4 years. So we usually have 3 stations out at Linden Marina, and so we have that kind of scheduled with Linden Marina, and we have a lot of fun. I think that's all I got. But Noji did mention let me back him off. Noji did mention that a few things going on. A lot of people here know what QRZ is. If you don't know what QRZ is, or you've never been set up, I put a computer up here, I'm going to walk people through to show them how to get set up on QRZ. If you've got a call sign, you've got a web page that you might not even know about, and it's a lot of fun to know how to use it. So if you need to walk through, that's why I set up a laptop up here and with the QRZ sign. And so, yeah, Ralph, go ahead.
So don't you have to set up like a password to get into that?
You do, and it's really easy. And I can show them how to do it on the computer. We can actually set it up on my computer. It won't be anything invasive or anything like that for you, and it's really easy to do. And you can even set it up on your phone, so when you see somebody's call sign on their vanity plate going down the road, we do this all the time. Mark and I, when we're traveling, dial it up and find out who it is, see if we know them, and things like that. So it's kind of fun that way. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. I know other people are doing other things, but I throw that little PSA in there. Noji, I think you're up next.
Wendy couldn't be here tonight, so I thought I'd take her place, and honestly, no one can take Wendy's place, but still, I'll do the best I can. Anyway, welcome General Catherine and General Jessica. Glad to have you guys here. All right, so, yeah, let's see, what is this? Oh yeah, so we have, last month we started what we call the Ham Radio University. It was a lot of fun. Had a bunch of people show up and these people who show up to these are brand new hams. What happens is that Steve Whitehead will teach his courses 1 month, and he'll invite him to come to our Ham Radio University the following month in the same place, well, same building, but adjacent classrooms. And in those classrooms, then we teach these brand new hams how to get on the air, about antennas, the basics about, a lot of things that they don't get a chance to learn about while they're studying for the exam. And just things that they might be, questioning about, having thoughts about and so forth that maybe have confused them during the exam time. This is their chance to learn for the first time. And so where you can come in handy is that you can be the one to help teach this. And we're always in need of people to help teach classes at Ham Radio University. And when they're happening on the same Saturday that Steve Whitehead has his stuff. So this month it'll be on November 20th, and it'll go from 9 to noon. And so at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and 11 o'clock, we have 3 times of classes, and then we have 4 tracks at the same time. So that means that we'll have 12 total classes, and some people can, teach like all 3 in a row, and whatever they want. Of course, we have to talk about that. Or they can, do the same thing each time. So that's kind of how that works. And if you have any questions about Ham Radio University, want to participate, and I know you do, but I know a bunch of you guys are just chicken, okay? Just come talk to me. I'll see if I can talk you out of your chickenness. All right, and then we have the Christmas potluck coming. Oh yeah, Alex, go ahead.
The BYU Law School building, that's the J. Reuben Clark building, right?
Yeah, it is the J. Reuben Clark Law School building. I couldn't fit all the letters in there, so
Just checking.
I would have to make it like 10-point font more than we. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Thanks, Alex. So our Christmas potluck, every year we have this on the first Thursday of December. So a month from now, we're going to have our Christmas potluck. And this will be over in the Orem Friendship Center. And I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. I have the address. There it is, 93 North, 400 East. And so you guys know where that is, maybe some of you don't. Right? Just get a corner from where we are now. But anyway, so next month, Christmas potluck. I don't think we're going to have door prizes, but we're going to have other kinds of things. But because it is potluck, that means food, right? I'm a big fan of food. When we have a get-together, food. All right. So let's see. I think that Chad. Okay. Instead of turning the time over to Chad, I am going to turn the time over to Mel. So Mel, come on down. Mel is the president of the Utah VHS Society, and he was the former section manager of the ARRL for our section. Go ahead, Mel.
Thank you very much for letting me be part of your meeting tonight. I feel like I am part of your club because I got involved when the club first got organized, and I helped Noji and your group get affiliated. So it was a fun opportunity to be part of your group. I am here tonight representing the Utah VHS Society, and we've had a very challenging summer this year. We've put up 2 brand new repeaters, one up in Idaho at a mountain called Sedgwick, just a little bit west of Lava Hot Springs. And we have another new one that we put up down in Panguitch that hasn't been linked into the intertie yet, but when it is, we'll have coverage from Panguitch down to almost Kanab. So it'll be a fun thing. And for those of you who may not know what the VHF Society is, we're a society that we have maybe one major meeting a year. It's our swap meet up in Farmington, which is going to be held on the 26th of February in 2022. It will be an in-person event, and it's a widely attended event. We have a real good time, a lot of social activities, a lot of fine amateur radio stuff. I won't call it junk, but it's good stuff, and it'll be for sale. So I'd like to make you aware of that date, put it on your calendars. We'll be advertising it on our website. And I want to encourage those of you who are members to try and renew your dues online if you can before the end of the year, so we can get everything put together for our booklet. We won't have to have long lines to try and get into our swap meets. Anybody who's not a member who would like to join, I have a good deal for you. We're going to give you a copy of the 2020 booklet we have, a copy of the 2021 booklet we've got, and your dues will be effective immediately, but will cover all of 2022 also. So what a good deal, and you'll get a 2022 booklet also. So 3 books for the price of 1 year dues for 15. If you're interested, come back and see me, and it's always a pleasure to be part of your club meetings. Thank you for being here, and thank you for your support.
And no, I do not know what happened to our display. Looks like we got rebooted. At any rate, I'm going to have you guys use your imagination for just a second. Because while we're trying to figure that out, there is somebody here that does not know that he's going to be coming up here to say something. And yet, here he is. And his name is, yes, Ryan Steele. And I have a big question for Ryan. Ryan, what the heck is the Sultans of Simplex? Could you explain that to us, please?
I was totally joking when I raised my hand. I didn't think you would actually call me. But I was thinking about it just before you called me. So,
We're in two.
yeah, right. Yep. Radio waves to bring. All right, so Sultans of Simplex is a little club that we have, as part of it. Yeah. So we love Simplex, radio to radio. Repeaters are great, but sometimes knowing how you're getting out, your footprint, if you want to test it out, you can join us on Facebook. Just look up Sultans of Simplex. We do a net, a roundtable net. We'll help people do radio checks and tests every Wednesday at 8 p.m. on 446.325. So if you want to write that down, 446.325. Also, we do some C4FM. Because we don't have any recruiters right now for C4FM currently at work.
What time Wednesday?
For C4FM, that one's on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. And we'll do that on 144.970.
I want your 446-325 on Wednesdays. What time is that?
The 446.325, that's the analog. That's on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. also. Yeah, all of ours are at 8 p.m. Also, we're going to, you want me to announce it?
Yeah, that's fine. I was just going to make sure that you also tell everybody what the 70 centimeter C4FM frequency is.
Yes, because sometimes we'll switch between 2 meter and 70 centimeter. We do that on analog too, but not all the time. So 70 centimeter is 446.520, but next week on Tuesday we'll be doing the 2 meter 144.970. Also, next Thursday, the 11th, Thursday at 8 p.m., we're going to start a slow code CW to help people kind of learn slow code CW. There's a few of us that have been wanting to learn that. Ralph back there in the back, he's going to be doing our net control for that. He printed up a script, so if you join our group on Sultans of Simplex, just go to the files, you'll be able to download that script. That way you can kind of follow along as he does the net control. If you're not able to do transmit, that's fine. You can still check in. We'll be listening on the 446.325 also to kind of help with the CW at that next Thursday, 8 p.m. On 28.065, right? Yeah. So if you're interested in that. Any questions? No?
I hope all of this is on the Facebook page, right?
Yes.
So anything that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. I haven't added the CW, but thanks for reminding me. I'll actually get that done tonight. Yeah.
Don't forget, we also have a secondary FM channel on 2 meters, and that channel is 145.530.
Yeah, that's our analog, our secondary. So when we do 2 meter nets on analog, it'll be the 145530. Anything else? Any other questions? Yeah. All right.
That's you. He wants you to ask him a question.
Yeah. No, you have a question?
Yeah.
What's your question?
Is Mary Thatcher real?
Is who?
You're good. Keep going.
Yeah, Mary had a little lamb. I think so. I mean, all stories had to start somewhere real, right? All right.
Here I'm blaming the server, it's my fault.
I think my hand was touching that, so it might have been me too.
Yeah, I think I was doing it first. There you go. All right, there we go.
I think so, yeah, because all I gotta do is redo the.
better plug in.
It's not wireless?
Imagine that.
Not like ham radio. You can't do it over the air. It has to be a wire.
Yeah, we did try. All right, well, so I got a message tonight that Chad will not be with us. Sad. I forgot why he couldn't be here. Anyway, he's not here. So I guess I'm going to do this in his place. I would normally pick on Karen, but she wasn't expecting this. Ryan was, so I'll just do this. Anyway, so we have. Sorry, I just need to take it. These are the latest new ham radio operators that just got their licenses in the last couple weeks. If any of you are on this list, could you please stand? Welcome, welcome. May the radio waves be with you. Good job, good job. And also,
Noji, before you get away on that, can I make a note that Kathy Anderson, that was Bryce's,
yes, that's right.
that's
So,
Bryce's widow?
anybody who knows Bryce Anderson, who's like the master DXer in the whole state, his wife is Kathy, KD7BJI, and what she's trying to do, so she said, after he passed away, she said, you know, I've never been interested in ham radio, but I want to get his call sign. I said, that's great, except for one thing. So his call sign was K7UA, meant that he has an extra call sign, which meant that she has to get her extra in order to get it. Well, okay, so she took the first step. She passed the technician exam with flying colors, and then she's digging her heels in now and doing her best to study for the general. So that's next. So there she is.
Yesterday, she had the book in her hand, she was working on it.
And Carl's been tutoring her and gladly taken her under his wing.
She checked into her net last night.
Yeah, she checked into her now. And also, in case you didn't know, there are a couple of others on here. His daughters, Joy Levitt and Jennifer Ray, those are both his daughters, also decided to join in. Kind of support their mom in getting her license.
And the son-in-law.
That's right, Brian. There he
He's
is.
on the general list, I think.
Oh, no, he's right there. He's KK7BQF at the end.
Okay.
Yeah, Brian Levitt, he's Joy's husband. Anyway, there you go. All right. And then next we have those who have upgraded. That includes Alex, Dan, and Ben. Those people are here. Could you please stand? Because we can't stand for them. And as always, I do miss some who have upgraded because of the way that the API worked with the FCC, and I don't have it always done right. So if you have upgraded and you're not on this list, could you please stand? And after our presentation, which is not a presentation at all, we decided to go and take a trip over to Cali's. So those of you who want to join us tonight for a little bite to eat following this, we're going to try to quit. So what's going to happen is after we're done, we're going to try to, okay, I'll backtrack. First of all, we will have door prizes, but our door prizes will be an interruption. So during the time we're actually talking and so forth, we'll say, may I have your attention, please? We're going to give a door prize out, and here's your ticket number, and we'll announce that like every 10 minutes or so. And then we'll finally give out the final prizes. So, and after all that's done, then about, 5 or 10 to 8 or so, we'll break, put all our tables and chairs away, and we do need your help if we can, because it's quite a job, especially getting my junk out of here. But once we do that, those who want to can join us over at Cali's, and yes, you got to pay for your own. Club will not. It's too poor to pay for you. But if you want to join us, that'd be great. Love to have you. So there you go. And now, time is yours.
Tell us what Cali's is first.
Carl says I should talk about what Cali's is. So Cali's is a little home-style restaurant. Have you ever been to, anyway, so it's just a home-style restaurant, and it's right adjacent to Moe's Bar. So it's not the bar I'm talking about. If you get lost in the bar, it's not our responsibility. But it's just right over here, about 4 blocks north of this place right now. Is that what you wanted to?
Yeah, I don't know what it's called.
Right next to Hollow Burgers.
Yeah, it's next to a Hollow Burger.
Oh, okay.
So I guess you got the choice, right? Hollow Burger or Cali's. All right.
How is it spelled, Noji? Is it K-A-L-L-I?
Calllie. Yeah, something like that, give or take. Okay, Gary, you got your hand raised. What can I do?
This is such a nice meeting place here in the city center, and I realize we just gone through election. We probably have a new mayor, don't we?
We have to, yes.
We probably have a new mayor, so this question is kind of for Heath back over here, who's representing the city. Wouldn't it be nice if the new mayor would say, "Oh, look at you guys, you're wonderful." Would he need to be invited down here at all to see what we're doing, or does he already know?
I don't think he knows, and I failed to invite him, so my undersight.
Maybe sometime we could show our appreciation by visiting with him sometime.
Absolutely. Thank you, Gary. Good idea.
Send him a newsletter.
Yeah, we'll send him a newsletter. All right, well, we don't want to scare him away.
Invite him to the Christmas potluck.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll invite him to the Christmas potluck. Very good. Good idea. See, Karen is always thinking. All right, so and the last thing I want to say, by the way, is that speaking of Heath, Heath is the Orem City Emergency Manager, and he's the one who represents the city of Orem, who sponsors us and provides us place and other things for us, and many things for our club. He sponsors our club, and that's how we were able to do what we do. So, Heath, thank you so much for all you do for us. And by the way, 2 of his kids are here with us, Maddox and Lily. Say hi, Lily. Maddox, sorry, I keep getting that wrong. And if you have time, stop by and say hi to those 2. All right, guys, good luck. Oh, if you haven't got a ticket, by the way, I know a cop right over here who can give you a ticket, but if you want one of these tickets, come by. We'll get you one.
It's all right.
Maybe I need to bring you that thing I bought in San Diego. I thought it was a selfie stick. Turned out to be a DJI thing that you carry with it and balance and all that stuff.
That would be handy right now.
Hey Cliff, how you doing? Good. How you doing? you tune this one to 4 megahertz below. And I use this circuit right here is duplicated. It's a signal coming from there for the attenuates and it's control. It's not working right now. I have a lot of frequency via the reason I upgraded was I wanted to talk. Yeah. But basically, get some solder on the wire, and solder before you try to solder with something else. So a tinning wire is something you're going to get out of the wire, especially with stranded wire as opposed to solid. This is solid core wire. That's exactly what the name of the wire is. Twist the wire like that, so I have it kind of all bundled together, and then some kind of clamp, whether it's a clothespin or whatever. Okay? So put that in the
You guys are fun.
There we go. Okay. So you're going to grab the soldering iron. That's the hot part. Don't touch that part. Okay. So you grab that. We've got some solder right here. So you're going to take the solder, you're just going to touch it to the soldering iron, get just a little bit of solder on there. There you go. Okay, now take that hot iron and touch it to the wire. So that you put it underneath the wire. Don't like just put it underneath and touch it. Hold it on there. And then take the solder and touch it to the wire.
Hey, Abby.
I have the solder from the back, so you're not so likely to touch your hand to it. That's going to start to melt in a second. And you can touch a little bit more to the iron if you want to start to melt it. And it'll take a moment to melt. It's a big wire. There you go. See how you're starting to get a little bit of solder on the wire? Good. Keep touching. So touch underneath the wire. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Good. Excellent. And just make it for me. It's going to take a minute. It's like making cookies, right? You put them in the oven. You don't bake instantly. They got to sit there for a minute. Go ahead and touch that to the iron again just a little bit. There you go. Okay, put that underneath. Just let it heat up. See how it's going. There we go. See how I've got a little bit of solder on there? Okay, and so you would just keep doing that all the way down, however much wire you need to cover. Yeah, however much wire. It depends on how much you're going to solder with something else, right? It's generally the amount that you strip back. That's the amount that you're going to want to cover. So 2 meters is anything from 144 to 148 megahertz, and 70 centimeters is 420. So it's just a difference. Yeah.
So what is this? How does this compare with?
You think the top of the J ball should be around like that? All right. I can do that.
So is there a corrosion issue with the joints? There we go. So there's a lot of garbage here at the front. You can see I got my hello, hello, hello there. What a miracle. No applause? No, I didn't bring a hat or anything. Never mind. That's just silly. Excuse me. It's all on my flyer. Yeah, oh, that's right. You're just taking for the. Okay, so this will be a good one to send from. There's other things that you can do, like. And of course, you're going to see it sent over here, and you'll watch it be received over there.
I worked on the extra. My first started
I just kept coming out of the speaker, and going into the microphone just over here.
And then
emergency response team, things like that. Certainly, you can all show up more people involved.
Yeah.